Welcome to today's tutorial video. We are going to be making a bustier dress, and I have my crepe fabric, my essay, and a matching lining for the crepe. I have 1 yard of crepe fabric here. You can as well use 1.5 to be at the safer side, but I'm just going to manage this 1 yard I'm having here, and also your zipper and the black matching thread to make the bustier. So let's get right into the video. So this is my pattern paper. I would have just grabbed the basic pattern for this tutorial, but since I want it to be a detailed tutorial, I'll just go ahead and grab the pattern with you guys. So I just want to roll out my start line. This is my start line. I hope you can see it very well, and I'll take my measurements as it is. So I'll take my shoulder to bust measurement of the client, which is 11. I'll take to the under bust measurement, which is 14.5. Then the waist measurement, which is 17. Then the length of the top, I'll be making use of 20, let's say 23. Next thing I'll be doing, I'll take my armhole measurement. So how to get your armhole measurement? The bust is 43. So you say 43 divided by 6 plus 1.5. So when you do this, what you get is, for this person, the bust is 43 divided by 6 plus 1.5. I got 8.6. I got 8.6. So I'll go ahead and give a mark there. So this is the point, but I want to make sure that my line tallies. So I just want to take my shoulder measurement here, which is 8.5, to meet up with that one, so that when I run my line, it will be straight. So this is it. So I'll connect this line, then make it straight. So pay attention to what I'm doing now. I've successfully connected that line, and I've rolled it out to that extent. You can decide to roll it out to this end, it depends on you. Let me just roll it out to this end. So this is a basic body pattern that I'm drafting. So I want to take my armhole. To get your armhole, this 8.6 that you have to divide it into 2. So you make use of your tape rule to divide it. So see the way I'm dividing it. So after dividing the tape, I will just quickly go ahead and give a mark here. So this particular place I gave a mark, I'm going to come out by half an inch. I'm going to come out by half an inch. That's what I just did here. Then I'm going to take the bust measurement at this chest line. Now we have a new line. Let's label so you don't forget. This is our chest line. This is our bust line. And this is our under bust line. And this is our waistline. And this is the length of the top. So this is our shoulder line. So we have the shoulder line. We have the chest line, which is CL. We have the bust line, which is BL. The under bust UB. The waist and the what and the length. So you don't forget. So on this chest line, I'm going to take the bust measurement, which is 43 divided by 4, and it's 10.7. So I'll go ahead and put 10.7 at this place, and I'll give a mark there. So this is the measurement. So I'm going to connect from here to meet this half inch I came out with, then this bust point. So this is how you draw it out to get your armhole depth. So make sure that it's straight and it's okay, it's not bent before you connect. So I've successfully connected my armhole depth. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take my nipple to nipple measurement. The nipple to nipple measurement for this particular client is what? Is 4. That is 8 divided by 2, 4. So I'm going to take 4 inches from this end. I'll give a mark here. I'll take 4. I started from the bust line. 4 inches. Then this particular place, I'll also take 4 inches. Then for my waist, I'll also take 4 inches. Then the length of the top, I'll go ahead and do what? Take 4 inches. So I'll connect this line to meet each other to form a straight line. After connecting this line to form a straight line, I just want it to be very thick so you can see it. So the next thing I'll be doing, my shoulder line, I want to take out the middle of this shoulder. I want to get the middle of the slanted shoulder. So I'm trying to get the middle, and this is my middle. So I'm going to connect these points to meet the bust points, not the chest line. So that's what I'm going to do here now. I'm going to connect the shoulder to meet the bust point. So after I have successfully connected it, I'm going to take my bustier measurement. Remember, it's a bustier dress. So from this side, which is the center of the dress, I'm going to take ½ inch from this side. And I'm starting my ½ inch measurement from the under bust, the waist, and the length of the dress. So from this side, I'm going to take ½ inch. So pay attention to what I am doing. I can try to use my tape rule to mark my ½ inch, but I like using the numbers properly. So I've gone ahead to take my ½ inch here. I'll go down. I'll take my ½ inch. I'll come here. I'll take my ½ inch. So I took my ½ inch from my under bust to the length of the dress, and I'll give it a straight row. So I'm just trying to do this so that you see it. Then at this other side, going to the outside of the dress, this other side where the armhole is, I'm going to take 1.5 inches from the under bust down to the length. Depend on your bust size. If you are in the big bust, 1.5, 1.7 or 2 inches. But if you are a smaller size, it's advisable to take 1.3 or 1 inch. But I'm going to be using 1.5 inch for this particular client. So that's what I'm actually doing here. So I'll give a straight row to meet the end. So after doing this, I'm going to connect my cuff from here to meet the bust point and here to meet the bust point. So pay attention to what I'm doing. Make use of your curve rule. If you don't have a curve rule, I would advise you need to get one. So I just connected it to meet the bust like this. Then this other side, I did the same thing. I connected to meet the bust point like this. So I have a length of 23 and I just wanted to extend it by 1 inch so that it will be 24. So I went ahead to come down by 1 inch. If you want to remain in 23, it's your choice. If you want it to be 24, it's your choice. I just want this top to be a little bit longer, so that is why I am taking this measurement, adding extra 1 inch to my length. So this is now my length. This is nothing serious. I just added extra 1 inch. So after doing this, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to determine my neck width. So I'm going to go up from my chest line. If you want your cleavage to show, you can literally go up by 1 inches. If you want to cover up your cleavage, it can be 1.5 or 1 or 2 inches. But for this particular client, I don't want the cleavages to show that much, so I'll be going up by 2 inches from the chest line. So from this particular chest line, I went up by 2 inches, which I felt was okay. You can decide to go up by 2.5 depending on what you want. So I quickly went ahead to give a straight row at this particular place. So after doing this, I'll go ahead and take my bust tightening. That is, at this particular place, I'm going to come out by ½ inch from both sides. I'm going to come out by what? ½ inch from both sides. So that's what I'm marking now. So after marking out my ½ inch from both sides, I'm going to use my curve rule to connect it to meet the bust point. So I've successfully connected it to meet the bust point. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to determine the depth of our neckline. So we have this new neckline, we have our chest line and our bust line. So it's a sweetheart neck, and you determine how deep you want your neck to be, how you want your cleavages to show. So this I'm going to do is I'm going to probably end at the chest line or come down a bit at the chest line. So I want to end at my chest line. So this is how my sweetheart neck will look like. So after doing this, for this other side, I'll just try and make sure that I connect from here to enter the armhole line. So that's what I'm going to do now. It's to meet the armhole line. So after doing this, the next thing we're going to take our body measurement. So for the chest line, which is our new chest line, we're going to take the difference from here. You can decide to use this one, but I want to make use of this, which is 1 inch. I'm going to be placing it here, the 1 inch here. Then I'll go ahead and add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So I'll come down to the waist measurement, which is 36 divided by 4 is 9. I'll take my measurements at this point. Then that difference is 2 inches. Then I'll replace it here. After replacing it here, I'll go ahead and add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. I like adding my sewing allowance in my pattern paper. Then for this place, the hip measurement is 46 divided by 4. So I have 11.5. I'll quickly take the measurement at this point, add the 2 inches that allowance and 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So after doing that, I'm going to connect all the lines together. See how I'll be connecting this to meet this point here. Then from this point, I'm going to connect to meet the waist. from the bust to meet the waist, then down to meet the hip. Sorry for that. Down to meet the hip. So you see what I just did. So from this hip part, I'm going up by, you can try to go up by 2 inches, 3 inches, 2.5, because there's a curve at the down of the dress. So I want to go up by 2.5 inches. I'll give a mark here. And I'll just connect it to meet this point. This is what I'm doing now. So this particular place will be cut off. Here also will be cut off. Here also will be cut off. So I'll just go ahead and cut. So I'm going to put these two pieces together like this. Make sure that this line are touching each other. Now go ahead and tape it. I want to use it to cut my back. So just make sure that this, so I've successfully done this. I'll rule a straight line. Let me first of all check. So I'll rule a straight line. From that straight line, I'll be coming out by 1.5, which is for my zipper allowance. So we'll just go ahead and draw it out. So after doing that, I'll place the pattern paper at the beginning of this particular line. So I'll place it there and pin it down. Something changes in the air when I find what I can wear to be me. The fabric moves like waterfall. So after pinning it down, this waistline, I'll just go ahead and do a straight line out. I'll draw out all these connections here that is trying to trace them out. So I'll come back to this place to trace it also. So I have to remove the pin, and this is what I have. So I'll just quickly connect my neckline from this point. That's what I did here. Then for my waist, just want to connect the line to the end where it's actually ended. For the zipper area, I'm going to come out by 1 inch. Maybe it's 1.5. I'm going to connect this to meet this point, this to meet this point. Or rather, you can come out by half an inch, or you come in by 1 inch, any which way. So I'll just connect from this half inch to meet this point at the top. Then I'll do the same thing here. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Please pay attention to what I'm doing. So this is the back. At this particular place, I have all my allowance, everything infused in this place. So since it's the paper tape I used, I will just have to pull it out. So that is advisable for you to use a paper tape. So I have all my patterns ready. So I'm going to leave half inch at the bottom, half inch at the top, half inch by the zipper side, but exactly I'm going to cut here. So this one. I'm going to leave half inch here. Then half inch at the top. Then at the end, I'm going to leave any allowance because I really want to take allowance and pattern paper. So I successfully cut out all the fabric, center, front, side, and back. So I'm going to cutting out the lining, and I'll go ahead and gum the stay at the fabric and the lining. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it out, attach my stay to it. This is the front, this is the lining, this is the side, this is the lining, and also this is the back and the lining. So the particular kind of style, there's actually a joining at this middle. Like while cutting it, I was supposed to give half inch for the joining at this middle. That is basically to create beauty and just add spice to the style of the dress. But I literally forgot, like I forgot to put half inch. So if you are cutting, just go ahead to put half inch before you cut this half inch here, half inch here. You understand? But it doesn't make any difference. I'm going to leave mine like this because outing this middle to fold. So I'm just going to, I don't want to alter it, so I'm just going to leave mine like this. So the only place I'm joining is at the side. You understand? Successfully joined it, then I've ironed it. If you take a very close look at it, I've opened it and ironed it down to this place. That's what I've done now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 back. This is actually one of the back. Don't mind my hairstyle. I'll go ahead and join it this way. 1 point by the allowance I gave. This is, I notched here, I notched here. That was how I was able to know the side back. So I'm going to pin it down. You can see I'll pin it down. Then I'm going to use my sewing allowance 1.5. I'm going to hold it. I'll do the same thing for this side. I'm going to hold it by 1.5. So guys, I've gone ahead to join the side, and this is how it's looking like. So this is how it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like. I'm gonna ahead to iron it as well. So go ahead, and I did the same thing for the lining. I did the same thing for the lining piece. So just go ahead and do the same thing for the lining piece. So go ahead and cut out the sleeve. So I'm gonna cut out my sleeve. I'll be showing you how I cut my sleeve. This is one side of the sleeve unfold like this. This side is unfold, and how I got the sleeve. This is the length of the dress. So you are going to measure to your underbust. The client's underbust is 40.5. You're going to measure to your underbust. But at this case, I wasn't really sure if this was the underbust or this was the underbust. So I had to take my full length measurement, which is 24. So when I got to 24, then I was able to see the 14.5, which is here. Then the excess that was remaining here, I don't know if you can see it, the excess that was remaining here is 7. So you are going, this is an easy method for you to do. Just take out your full length, 24, end the 24 at the bottom here. After which, it will be easier for you to see your underbust, 14.7. So the remaining excess here is 7. So this particular 7 for front and back, that is +2, that is 14. So that was how I was able to get the wideness of my sleeve. So for the wideness of my sleeve, I used 14 plus 1 inch allowance. That's 15. You can see it here. The width 15. Then for the length, I used 10 inches. I used 10 inches. So it's the same thing I did for the both sides. So how to get the measurement? So from here, I'm going to be measuring 6 inches from the middle, like this. I measured 6 inches, and I'll do the same thing at this other side. From here, like this, I measured 6 inches. So before we attach it to this place, I want to go ahead to join this side. I'll just go ahead and place it here, pin it down. I'm going to plate it. I'm going to plate it and leave 1 inch at this end. And leave 1 inch at this end. So I've successfully joined these parts. So mind you, I took from this place, I was supposed to take 6, but I said 6.5. So if you pay close attention, you notice that I used 6.5. Then at this end, I came out by 1 inch. So I'll be coming out from the back to from the other side by 1 inch. And see the hand. This I'm going to flip it like this. Then I'll go ahead and gather these stitches here. I'll go ahead and gather this stitch here. After gathering it, then these are the hands going to look like. My pin is not going to hold it, so that there's no need trying. So these are the hands going to look like. So for this side, I'm also going to be coming out by 1 inch. If you are a small size, I would advise you come out by half an inch. But this specimen is a was 42, so it's advisable to come out by 1 inch. Then see the sleeve like this. I'm not going to do it like this. I'm going to pick from here. I'm going to pick from here. See what I'm doing. I'll come like this, and I gather the stitches. I'm going to show you the end results. So guys, I've gone ahead to iron it. You can see. This is how it's looking like. These are the handles. So I've ironed it. The next thing we're going to do, we'll be attaching a cup to it. you'll be attaching the cup to it so that the bustier don't look too plain. So I'll be attaching this is a 42. So I'll be attaching it to it, and I'll show you how I'm going to attach it to my needle and thread. So we're going to leave ½ inch for our joining. Then we'll stitch it. Just see what I'm doing. I'm going to pin it down. This side. You can see how it's looking at the front. So I'm going to tack it to my needle and thread. So you're tacking it with the allowances, just the allowances, not the main fabric. So I'll be tacking this with the allowances.
Every stitch tells something new. Makes me feel the way I do. When the morning meets my skin, let the confidence begin. Set me free.
So this is how it's going to look like. So it's going to be sitting where on the person's bust. It's because it's like this, but it's going to be sitting where perfectly on the person's bust. So I think you can see I did not tack here. I just tack those places that has the allowances. You understand? So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to join our lining. See the hand, you're going to put it inside. So I'm going to join the lining from this end. From this end, cover through to the other end. The hand will be inside, spread, then we'll pass it through this place. So we're going to join the top and also the bottom. We're going to join the top and the bottom. We're using the lining to cover it. Then for the side, I'm going to join the whole side, this side, then this particular side. I will join it from here to end somewhere here, so that I can use this remaining one to turn the dress after joining, because I'm joining everywhere around. So this is it. This is how it's looking like. Don't bother about this, it's going to lap. You understand? I don't want to tack it to this place. So I've joined the up, I've joined the down. I'm also gonna have to join the side and also this side, and I left here for the photo and turning. So we're going to turn it. So after which you go and iron thoroughly. You go and iron thoroughly. So after ironing, then the last is the zip. After the zip, that's the end of this dress. Then at this place, which is the back, I'm going to close here. Before then I'll go and iron.
So this is the end point of the top, and I've gone ahead to fix my zipper. So thank you very much for watching to the end. I really do appreciate. You can wear this with a skirt or trousers. Thank you. Bye. So this is the final look of the bustier top. This is the back, the zipper, and it came out so well. I've gone ahead to iron it. And thank you very much for watching, for staying to the end. I really do appreciate. Bye.